Hi everyone, I'm going to show you guys how to do a ponytail sew-in installation. This is going to be a step-by-step on how to do this, so get ready. And I hope this is going to help you guys on how to make a beautiful, sleek ponytail extensions. So we're going to start off by using a pomade, cotton hair ties, brush, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we are getting all that hair away from our face to achieve a really nice, sleek, high ponytail. I'm using that product and then basically putting the product onto the hair and then using my comb to kind of spread the product throughout her hair. So I'm brushing it, making sure my hand is nice and tight, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tie in that ponytail. I will say this is gonna be the most hardest part to try to get all those hairs and bumps away to achieve a really nice sleek ponytail. So be sure to use the end of your rat tail comb to get rid of any bumps that you have, and that way you're gonna have a really nice high ponytail. And let's go into the extensions. I bought this hair extension from the beauty supply store. I wanted it really nice and long, and I tried to get something that was matching to her hair color. So as you can see, this is weft hair extensions. Now it's a little bit different than the braiding hair that I normally do on my clients when I braid. This is going to be wrapped around her ponytail, and I'm going to show you guys in just a second on how I do that. And we're going to go ahead and first off, we're going to go and put some product on her actual hair using my pomade, just to get any of the little frizzies away. And you're gonna braid all the way down and making sure that you tie the elastic at the very end of the braid. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and use my needle and sew string, and you're gonna make sure that it is the same length as your arms. You're gonna cut that, and then you're gonna pull that through the circular needle. Then you're gonna go ahead and tie a knot. Once we're done preparing the needle and string, we're gonna go ahead and sew in the extensions to her hair. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna get that needle, we're gonna puncture her hair at the very end of it, close to the elastic, and then we're gonna go ahead and puncture the weft extensions, the very end of the weft. And then you want to make sure, do everything nice and gentle, go slow, especially if you're a beginner. And then we're going to get that needle and go through the loop of where the knot is on the string. This way, it's going to secure both of the hairs together. And we're going to be doing this 2 times. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not coming out of her hair, so that everything is nice and secure. Again, we're going to make sure we're getting that needle going through the string like so, making sure you're going nice and slow and just pulling everything together. Now I stick the needle on her hair, and then with the rest of the string, you're just gonna put it away. And I personally put it on my top of my clients' heads. So that way I have room to move the hair extensions around freely, because this weft extension, since we're going to be tying it around the braid, it is going to get super tangly and super messy quick. So you want to make sure you're very nice and organized. And then once we have everything out of the way, we can go ahead and do it again. So we're just going to double knot it 2 times, making sure that the needle is going through both the hair extensions and then putting it through the string and then securing it. And then we're just gonna do this again and again. I do want to mention just in the beginning, as we're going up, we're just doing it 2 times, but then because of time's sake, and also we don't necessarily need to tie it twice once you go higher up on the hair, since we have the bottom very secure, double knotting it twice, we can go ahead and just put that needle through the hair just 1 time as we go up. So let me go ahead and show you right over here. I'm just getting that needle, puncturing it through both of the hair and then the extension, and I'm just doing it 1 time. Now I'm getting that string, putting it out of the way, and then getting the hair extensions, wrapping it on the braid like so. And then we're just gonna go ahead and repeat the process again and again. So this way it's going to be much more faster, and we already have the hair super secure at the bottom of where we sewed it. While you're going to be doing this, you're going to have to fix the hair extension since it's going to be all over the place like I was telling you guys. Try to make sure that the strand of the weft is going to be nice and easy to wrap around the braid. So there's going to be a lot of fixing the hair extensions. And then, as I showed you guys before, we're just going to be knotting it one time and then just working our way up. Now, another tip, since we're going higher up, we can go ahead and make the gap between the hair extensions a little bit farther apart. This way you can save more extensions in the future, like you can keep that hair for another client. You're just saving more hair this way, and also it won't be as heavy when you're putting more gaps between the hair extension. Also, I do want to say too, I'm sure you guys are wondering why there's this hair sticking out of her braid. That is totally fine. Because she has layers in her hair, it might happen where some of the hair sticks out like that. That is totally fine because the hair extension is going to be covering her actual hair. None of that stuff will matter. So just a little tip on that. Now, I just want to also say you're gonna definitely have to organize. You're gonna make sure you're gonna have to get that hair string out of the way, like I said before. And once you're just repeating these steps and just going up in an upwards motion like this, it's gonna be much easier for you to put the extension on her hair. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, once the string is short enough, you can go ahead and cut the string. And we're going to get another string, making sure it's the same length as my arms, cutting that, and then making another string onto my nail, like how I showed you. Oh my god, I'm so horrible at explaining things, but as long as you understand, I showed you in the beginning how I put the string through the needle and then tying it, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to double knot it like I showed you guys before, just at this very beginning part, just because we're starting with a new needle and string. So making sure we're securing that from the very beginning, and then we can go ahead and wrap around that extension and then put that needle through the hair once again, doing it twice. We're just going to do that a couple times, and then we can go ahead and proceed on with just tying the hair in a knot just once, okay, just like so. And yeah, this is the key into having a really nice secure hair ponytail. So one more time, I'm going to repeat myself so it's super clear for you guys. Once you have a new string, you're going to go ahead and make sure you knot it twice, okay? Then put that string away, go ahead, wrap the extension around, knot it twice again, wrap the hair again around, and then you can go ahead and proceed into doing a knot just one time. This way, again, this is to get a really nice secure hair ponytail. And then while you guys are doing this, making sure to have like a gap between each extension, a good amount of gap. And then, yeah, once you get this, it's going to be much more easier. The more you do these types of styles, it'll be like second nature. Once again, my string is short. I'm going to cut that string short. We're going to get a new string and do that whole process again, making sure our needle and string is prepared. And then once we get the extension, double knot it. Okay, just like so. And then, yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and repeat the same process. Okay, so now we're at a point where we are running out of hair extension on the weft, as you can see, like this. So once we get to this point, you're just gonna continue on. You're gonna, as far as you can, around the braid, and you're just gonna sew in that last weft onto that braid. And this time you're gonna knot it twice, or even if you have to, you can knot it 3 times, okay? That way that last hair strand is nice and secure. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my second hair weft, and we're gonna go ahead and just repeat the process again. But I just want to say, once we're at the very top of the hair, we're not gonna go from the very back of the braid. We're just gonna go as much as you can. Just get that needle through the braid, and you're gonna go ahead and knot it twice, or if you want to be even more secure, knot it 3 times, okay? Once we get that nice and secure, we're gonna get that hair extension, wrap the hair around the braid, and then of course I would normally continue on with the needle and knot it twice, but because I ran out of string, we got to cut that string, and then we're gonna have to do that process again of getting new string to my needle, and then we can go ahead and basically sew it twice, or if you want to do knot it 3 times. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing and repeating the same process. Now, as we're approaching to the very top of her head, I like to, from now on, tie it into 2 to 3 knots, so that because of that bend on the ponytail, I want to make sure that it is super secure on the very top, so that the hair extension is not going anywhere. But yeah, that's personally what I really like to do. And also, I do want to mention, since we're getting super close to the hair tie, we are going to be putting that hair extension, even sewing that hair extension on top of that cotton hair tie as well, so that it looks very nice and clean, not showing any like hair tie on that ponytail. I'm putting that hair extension on top of that cotton hair tie. If you can, 2 is good, but 3 is like the best once you're at the very top of the hair extension. And we're just gonna keep doing it until we don't see that hair tie anymore. Now that we're at the very top of the head and all the hair extension is covering all of the cotton hair tie, because we want to make sure that none of that cotton hair tie is showing, we are going to be sewing it multiple times to really secure that end of the hair extension, okay? So I sewed it a couple times, as you can see right over here, and just to really make sure that that hair is not gonna go anywhere. And once I feel like the hair extension is super secure, I'm gonna go ahead and snip off that last string, and then I'm gonna cut off a good amount of that hair, just like leaving a good couple inches off the weft, and I'm gonna be wrapping that remaining hair extension around that ponytail. I love using pomade and using my comb to really brush through to get a really nice clean hair tie, right? Using the hair as a hair tie basically, and it's just to make it look more clean and sleek and super professional looking. So yeah, just using the product, using the comb, wrapping around that remaining hair extensions that I have left over. And once I get to the very end, you want to go ahead and just kind of tuck inside between that hair extension and her actual head, and then using my rat tail comb, tucking that under or inside between that hair extension and her actual hair. And now to secure that hair, I love to use a bobby pin or a hairpin, and I just stick that in so that that little extra hair ain't going away. Then I brush out everything, and then using my handy dandy hairspray, got to be baby, really securing everything in. That hairspray works wonders, okay? Let me just tell you. And then just doing my little touch-ups, using my comb, using the end of the rat tail comb to like get any extra like flyaways, and just making sure that that pin is super secure. Now the little hairs that are sticking out from the weft, you can definitely just cut them, trim that off. And it's a good thing that it is fake hair, right? So you can definitely go ahead and cut that. There we have it. I'm just going ahead and just trimming off the extra strands and just kind of doing it at a V shape. And then also once I'm done with everything, I'm making sure with my client if she's happy with everything. And once you get the approval from the client, you're all ready to go. You have a perfectly beautiful ponytail looking like Ariana Grande status, you know what I'm saying? It is super cute, super easy to have, really great for like events and you know, just getting all that hair out of the way. And I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. If you can leave a like and a comment down below of your thoughts and what would you like to see on the next video, I would love to hear it. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and don't forget to subscribe.